This is Custer, South Dakota. And Custer has some of the most famous and classic motorcycle rides in America. Spearfish Canyon, Needles Highway, Iron Mountain Road, Custer State Park, Mount Rushmore. During the annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, these roads are jam-packed with riders. But I'm here well ahead of the rally, and I'm hoping to get some of these roads completely to myself. But the story of this dispatch is really a do-over. I've been here before. 2 years ago, I rode these same roads, and it was great. But I messed up. Before I got this 360 camera sitting over my right shoulder, I had a camera mounted to my windshield. And when I got to Custer, it was hot. Hotter, in fact, than when I rode through Death Valley. So I put my windshield down, and that tilted my camera up, and I didn't notice the angle. I captured hours of mostly treetops and sky. My last dispatch was from Dickinson, North Dakota. I left early and rode south, through Bowman and Buffalo to Spearfish and Custer. It started off misty, but it quickly cleared up, and I was rewarded with beautiful clear skies and great weather to re-ride these classic roads. Spearfish Canyon follows the river through green, flowing turns, with the rocky canyon walls framing everything. Bridal Veil Falls was barely a trickle, but it was worth the stop anyway. Some folks there said they saw the mountain goats. I didn't see them, but I'm sure they were there. At Cheyenne Crossing, most riders go left. I went right. I skipped the road to the tourist town of Deadwood, and I turned onto 85 instead, toward Newcastle, Wyoming, and I'm so glad I did. It was a twisty, rolling, and solitary ride through the national forest to the Wyoming border. It's a road I didn't really plan to take, but it looked nice on a map, and I'll remember it for a long time. If you're in the area, give it a ride. The next morning was Needles Highway and Iron Mountain Road. The two I came back specifically to get right. Now I have a checklist. Double check the camera angle before riding off. Stop regularly to clean the bugs off the lens. And review the footage at the end of each day. I can always ride a road again while I'm here, but coming back across the country is a lot harder. With both cameras running, clean, and pointed where they should be, I headed out. The ride to Sylvan Lake is scenic, with a couple of switchbacks. But then you get to the heart of Needles, and everything changes. The road corkscrews through narrow tunnels and huge granite spires. On a Saturday morning, it was starting to get busy. But on this road, you can't really go more than 15 or 20 miles an hour anyway. But speed isn't why I'm here. It's the granite, closing in on both sides, that stays with you. Iron Mountain Road, famous for its pigtail bridges and narrow tunnels. Ride south to north, and you get views of Mount Rushmore, perfectly framed by the tunnels. It's a fun road that starts off with flowing turns and gets tighter and steeper and more technical as you climb to the top. On this day, I rode both Iron Mountain and Needles in each direction. I was determined to capture all of it. I also added the 18-mile wildlife loop through Custer State Park. Bison, deer, bighorn sheep, and the park's famous burros. If you have the time, do it. I headed back to my Airbnb and I checked the footage. Finally, I was satisfied that I had done justice to these classic roads. I had dinner at a local brewery and I called it a day. A good day. Next, I'll make my way down to Estes Park, Colorado, and the Rocky Mountain National Park. And that's a different kind of do-over. I'm looking forward to telling you about it. Until the next ride, be safe, be curious, and keep meandering.